What do you know about building a brand? I'm Tyler Milchap, the owner of Verve Marketing and Design, and welcome for episode 2. So, today we're going to be talking about building a brand. And I want to start with building a brand because we're at the start of our podcast, our videos, and just like a business, when you're starting, you start with the brand. So, once you have your name established, that's sorted out, then comes your logo and your branding. So let's take a little bit of a deep dive into this. So when you're thinking about your branding, of course, you want to think about what you like as an individual, how you want your company to be perceived. But one thing you really want to focus on is who is your ideal customer. So if you're a custom home builder, you're working with people who are spending millions and millions of dollars to have their dream home, and they want every detail to be accounted for and just top-notch work. Well, your brand should really show the same aspects of that, and it should be kind of a good representation of who you are, what you do, who you do it for. So looking at that builder, you that top notch attention to detail, top quality builder, you want your branding and the style of your logo to match that same style, and present yourself in that manner of, hey, we are that elevated level company that can do bring you that level of contractor. So the reason that's important is, whether you realize it or not, looking at a brand, a logo, that look and feel it portrays gets in your mind, and it makes you think, hey, their branding, their logo, the look and feel of their company is elevated. So they're presenting very top notch work. Um, so it's really important to think about your customer when creating your brand. When you're creating your brand, you also want to think about your color palette, things that work well together, of course. Um, you want to think about, okay, is this going to look good just now, or is this going to look good 10 years down the road? Trendy can be fine, but you want to think long term, because you're not making this business just to last 2 years. You're making this business to last 10, 20, sometimes even generations. So making that a timeless logo that can really speak to your clients and just stand out amongst the rest. Um, and not everything needs to be high end. That's only for if you're looking to reach that clientele. You could also turn it the other way. If you have a pet grooming company or a dog walking company, that you most likely want it to have a fresh, happy, fun, bubbly feel to it, rather than a more serious high end feel that a general contractor that's looking to build ultra high end homes. So you need to match your clientele, you need to match your market, and build that brand to be in front of your ideal customer. And then all of your marketing efforts, everything, your, as we call it, your voice and vision, the look and feel of the company follows that. But we'll talk about that in another episode. So when you're building that brand, think about not just what you like, think about what your ideal customer likes, and how you want to be viewed and portrayed as a business, um, for years to come. So that's a really quick episode just talking about building your brand, looking at your company colors, your style of imagery, the style of font you're going to use. All those small details go into and are part of the thought process that really takes you from just a name to now a brand. And this is your company. You're around, you're in front of people, and you're in front of the right people. We appreciate you checking in on the video, and hopefully it was helpful. Please like, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on more videos.